Hi Virgo, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of November 2025. Let's see what's coming in for you. Thank you for being here. Trust you had a good October. Ooh, good. Okay, let's see what justice is about for November. Are you dealing with something legal or making a decision? Making a clear decision, something that you're needing to move away from, something that was accumulative, or moving towards, maybe. I feel like you're I think the expression is out of the water, out of the mud. That there was something that you've been up to that was a lot of work, and I feel like it was a lot of mental work, and it feels like you're over the other side of the intensity of it, even if you're having to steer it with you. It's like it's containing you somehow. And that there is still a level of stress attached to it, but something's balancing out. That's what it is. Something's balancing out. Page of Pentacles. And a new, maybe not new, I don't know, page. So an offer, could do a financial offer or an offer of value. An offer of value that is possibly more work for you to look at. Someone offering you something. I feel like you're unsure about it, and there may be someone else involved, a masculine energy, a boss, or someone who has authority over an aspect of your life or living situation. Let's see what this is about. Oh, and it may feel burdensome and leave you with a decision to juggle. And this may be to do with division of assets, or it could be to do with who you're helping or how you are helping someone. It might be to do with a benefactor or being a benefactor, or getting some kind of payout, or balancing something financial, making something more equally reciprocal. Could be. So there might be some kind of division of assets. Division of assets. I'm getting tongue-tied. So things might be moving fast, because I don't think I usually speak that fast. Maybe that's why I was getting tongue-tied. But yeah, it feels like some kind of race is on, or time is Oh, that's interesting. I keep looking at the scale, so it's something to do with balancing, but I'm getting a picture of a, what they called, the sand timer thingies. Sands of time, a timer, sand timer. So it feels like someone else has a level of control, or it might not be someone else. It might be like in terms of, it might be spiritual, it might be divine timing, it might be something else. Something else has control over the timing of things. And so you may feel at the mercy of that. It may be to do with, it may be connected to somebody's health as well, maybe in question as to how much they can participate or not participate, maybe to do with their health and how much energy they've got. And this may require extra strength from you, my love. So buckle up. A big element of your personal power and strength is your ability to see through the veil. It's connected to your own psychic gifts and how you balance out your life using those. So spending time meditating or just with yourself, exploring that aspect of your own character, or maybe even seeing or visiting someone who can tune in with what's going on for you, maybe seeing a reader or getting or a mentor or someone who can guide you a little bit, that brings that out in you, is helpful so that you can see the bigger picture in a clearer way. And there's also something about finishing up a cycle of work. There might be something like you might be coming towards an end of a contract, or you might have just achieved something that was quite taxing on your energy, but also I feel like it was a big achievement. It's opened a portal for you, and it's connected you with many different other people in your field. So it's opened up a lot of opportunities, and opportunities including travel. So I feel that you are also embracing new avenues of work and travel. Oh, and these avenues of work and travel are connected deeply to your purpose and your healing. And there will be new inspirational idea coming forth from that. Oh, okay, so Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords. That feels like you have mental conflict with someone or a situation. And this may be still to do with division of assets, or something to do with some kind of payout or some kind of benevolence, or something that you have to deal with in November. And it requires you to be very strategic in how you handle it, because there are other perspectives, or the other, I feel like there might be two other people involved who you have to leave be to play out their own karma or scenario, or and it may be conflictual or cause some disagreements. So ooh, yeah, so there is something going on in November, towards the end of November possibly, that you have to really watch how you handle and be clear with where you stand and what your options are and what your choices are, and with your words. And that situation needs to come to a head, so that it can be cleared, so that something solid can be founded moving forwards. Ooh, Virgo, what a month. What a month. But yeah, I feel that you've come a long way, leaps and bounds, in your own evolution, and in trusting your third eye, and knowing when to speak up, knowing when to be vulnerable, and also recognizing where you're very self-defensive and why you're self-defensive. So looking at why is good, because if you hear yourself telling yourself why you're self-defensive over something, it might help you clarify, you justify and clarify, but also see if something's blocking you that is not beneficial in the approach, and then you can make those changes and have a happy outcome. We'll just start again, fresh slate. That's what the Tower is. It might be a shocking surprise, or from conflicts, or it's to clean the slate, to clean a way forwards that you can build for yourself, that feels more solid and stable. That's what it is. But I feel like there's healing here for you as well. There's a lot of healing here for you. So take good care of yourself. Pamper yourself. Connect with the stars. There's something astrologically that is beneficial for you in November. And that might be to do with flight, or something connected to your freedom, or freedom in your head, or freedom as in when whatever it is happens that knocks everything down or shocks everything. I feel like it's also freeing you to choose differently, to make a new path for yourself. Ooh, oyster. So, to state the obvious, oysters are only occur and exist and grow from a grain of sand inside the oyster shell that irritates the oyster, that I think they have to be in there for years and years in order to actually create a real pearl. Because it's easy to get false made pearls, but a real oyster pearl takes years to cultivate. So there's something that you've been cultivating, that you've been slow and steady and patient with, and it's been building, and I feel that it's kind of here already. But it's continuing to get shinier. That's nice. Under the sea, yes. Protection. Oh. Darkest fears. You always have such interesting reads, Virgo. So this is to do with mental health, I feel. And looking at habits that bring out your fears rather than your loves. So, and this is just my own personal experience, take it or leave it, but I've found that if I stay up too late too consistently and don't get enough sleep, or if I eat too much chocolate, or any kind of overstimulation of my system, if I do that, I can get away with it for maybe 2 or 3 nights running or days running, and then it puts me in a state of like anxiety or overwhelm. And the way that I can bring myself back to balance is by recognizing the things that I've done that's created the overwhelm, and not think that it's just, oh, this is just life, this is just today or whatever. It's like looking at the habits that I have that are creating my fears, or making things more stress related. So if you're aware of your own Achilles heels of self-sabotage that stress you out, or bad habits, like for me, eating too much chocolate or going to bed late or not getting enough sleep, those things, if I can get those under control, it actually negates how I feel, not only about myself, but about life in general and everything I do moving forwards. So it negates my fears, and I'm not in a fearful state if I'm well rested and I've drank enough water and I've gotten to bed on time and I'm eating fresh food and all those things. So the balance, and I feel like there's something for you in that, in looking at what your balance is. How can you become even more balanced than you already are, Virgo? And I'm sure this is work in progress for all of us. But there's something in November about you looking at your darkest fears and addressing something in them. You may have, I heard for someone it's a fear of being alone, but you will not be alone, I promise you. And also you will manifest people into your life who you cherish, who cherish you, who you resonate with, and that changes all the time, all through our life cycles. And this is number 9. So yeah, number 9 is about letting go. So maybe letting go of some old stuff, old fears, things that don't resonate anymore, because you're getting stronger through your lion strength. That's beautiful. Yeah, mental health, looking at your own mental health and clearing out things that don't serve you on the mental plane, and using sound to clear out. So you might be listening to things possibly on YouTube, but listening to sound therapy, therapeutic sound healing that clears your energy body and heals your insides as well as your outsides. Yeah, working with sound, or maybe singing as well. You may be singing more, and if you don't sing, you can always hum, or if you don't call yourself a singer, you're still a singer, because you can open your voice. If you can speak, you can sing. And that may be something you're working on as well. If you sing, you might be working with single notes to listen to them and mimic them and find the exact single note to work on tuning. You may be working on harmony. You may be a composer or a musician, or you may be translating something. You may be using your voice in another way. You may be a speaker. You may be speaking poetry or sharing your experience, or however that looks. But you're doing something with your voice and something related to sound, and you're experiencing the gift of receiving sound as a healing tool, as well as speaking or singing your own voice and sharing in the collective universe of music. So thank you, Virgo. Nearly called you Leo then. Thank you, Virgo, for joining me. And please like the video and share and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you next month. Mwah!